It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Indianapolis Colts.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone, and this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now a second down throw for Love here. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. It's the rookie from Cal, Ashton Davis. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Brings up second and 12.
At the 23, it's second and 12. He'll drop to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Chase Claypool, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy.
Makes the score Colts 7, Packers nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good. And looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Packers. DJ Chark, 79 yards. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And going deep downfield for Boykin. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
First and 10.
The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there at 22.
First down, Packers.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Jordan Love ready on first down here. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
A gain of 14.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Denzel Mims that time, but it'll be second down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. To throw again, Love. That is caught at the 7. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down. Now Jones. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right.
And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Ronald Jones, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers have taken the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Come to my world. We want it. Come to my world. 56 is Mike. 56 is Mike.
Now Dobbins. Spinning away. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Defensively, it was Leighton Vander Esch up from his linebacker spot.
The 39-yard line.
He sets to fire deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And boy, it The tight end's got it. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 41-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
54, right there. 54 Mike.
Now this time he'll look to throw. That'll be complete to Dobbins. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 29-yard line. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Steps away to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down.
I know we spent a lot of time talking about how the defensive backs read routes and make plays on the football. How about a good linebacker feeling the route, seeing the quarterback, jumps the play, and knocks it away. Really well done.
Makes the score.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
It's on the return. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
2nd and 4.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Working out of the gun. Love. And he'll let this one. He's got a man. Complete. 20. 10. Touchdown. Packers. DJ Chark. 79 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6.
Brandon McManus lining up for the
He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Set to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Rashaan Evans on the tackle. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's got the tight end, Vanette. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
At first glance, I thought he just used his size in order to win the route, but he also had a little subtle move in there as well. Made the defender think he was going one direction and was able to track the ball in another.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now here comes Ayuk on the jet sweep. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. A pair of 1st downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. They'll look to throw. A battle for it here, and this will be caught. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 1st down, Dobbins. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Eluding the pressure right. Looking for Ayuk, and he's got him. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
21-yard line.
A 1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
It's now 3rd and 3.
He may try and run for this. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Let's go, defense.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
At the Packers' 6-yard line.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Watch the run. Right there.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
The quarterback on the
4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. Now this will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Second half starts with a run by Dobbins. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
They'll go again with Dobbins. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that'll be complete to the running back, Gibson. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Dexter Lawrence in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. The Colts send out their punter, and surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. A 41-yard punt there with no return, and the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
We got three, fellas, we got three. Check three. Shot, 17. Watch twins. SOS.
Again, it's Jones. First down and much more here for Jones. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line.
Ronald Jones.
A big run there by Jones. 77 yards. So you got the lead here in the second half. Obviously, you love big runs like that at any time. Here you really like them.
And how about the confidence that's being exhibited by that offense now? They don't care what you're lining up doing on the defensive side. They want the big fella to carry the football and carry it often.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Brought down at the 2-yard line.
One back in the game. That's Jones, 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
He's going to get it running right. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown.
Touchdown, Green Bay.
Ronald Jones with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Now McManus for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score Packers 28, Colts 10. Brandon McManus set to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Yeah, he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll run. It's Dobbins.
That was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
At the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Right back to Dobbins on 1st. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Here's a first down throw that's complete. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
A 6-yard.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On second down, Dobbins. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. J.K. Dobbins, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead.
We know it's primarily a passing league now, but anytime a runner breaks one like that, you've got to have a secondary that can find a way to him and find a way to get him on the ground. Absent of that, he's going to find the end zone every time.
Well, I think the Colts got this. They did. Well, I guess they felt like they needed something to get them going. Maybe you wait for this type of a play, but they try the onside kick, and it works.
I'm starting to wonder if the analytics coach is starting to get involved in the football nowadays. When you see this type of play made, this type of a risk taken, sometimes there's a different influences going into the head coach's ear.
Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 46. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Loss of 2.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Mike, 56, right there,
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the 4th quarter. The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
They begin the drive with McFarland. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
3-yard line.
Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
That 2nd down play nets a -4.
Back at the 47-yard line.
Love from the gun on 3rd down. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
First down, Green Bay.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
2nd and 11. Love from the gun. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. the gun. Love. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
56 to Mike, boy. 56. Check 56.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Jacob Phillips brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Check. Crunch. Out.
They'll run here with Dobbins. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Marquise Blair.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. Complete. He finds Bray. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. Well, sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw a defensive end right in his face, because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
2nd and 14. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it, because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
On 3rd down, Gibson. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. 8 yards, 1st down as they're able to convert.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They go play action here on 1st down. They'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the 1st.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Just like that. Just like that. 56 to Mott.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
2nd and 9 now. Now they go screen. It's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with the clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope. I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Elliott good on the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So 15 ticks remaining as they line up for the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Byron Murphy on the tackle. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and I think they might have something in this young rookie quarterback because he certainly looked the part.
I have to ask you a question. Are you thinking similar to what I'm thinking? That these rookie quarterbacks, they come in more prepared than ever before?
Year after year, they just seem more comfortable from day one.
I think you start really young now. These quarterback coaches, they play against a better competition. They go to camps across the country. Then they play big-time games in college. So when they get to the NFL, it's not quite the same, how would you say it, pressure that they felt in years past. And these kids just go out and perform.
And keep in mind, he led them to a road victory here, even more impressive. So for the Packers, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the Colts, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Tennessee Titans. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.